Hi everyone, my name is Matt Haynes. I'm an audiobook narrator and I'm dedicated to studying different accents and voice styles on a regular basis. This month's is going to be the vampire voice. Now, what exactly does that mean? Well, basically, what I discovered is that my Romanian and Hungarian accent videos from many years ago have become more and more popular with gamers and RPG and such, and because they're looking for the vampire voice. And I thought, well, okay, maybe I can be of even more service and just go directly for a video about doing the vampire voice and using the elements of Hungarian and Romanian, but going even more into what we're looking for when we're going for a classic vampire type of voice. So we're going to do that. I'm going to break down the principles of the voice, and then I'm going to do a practice method that I recommend anybody try, which is to take song lyrics and apply that voice to those. Ta-da! This is the Mattoon, everyone. This is a very crude picture of me with my glasses on, and it's to illustrate where the vampire voice is living in my mouth. Now, I'm going to kill two birds with one stone here. Usually I like to have a separate section of the videos where I talk about the essence of the voice and then also where it's living physically in the mouth. Well, in this case, let's do both. The essence of the vampire voice to me is the snake. Particularly the poisonous snake, the one that likes to strike and bite, maybe a cobra. But basically what we're talking about is it goes right to the front of the mouth and has a very, very smooth glide, and the tongue is hitting just between the fangs, and we go smooth, 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 but occasionally there is a little bit of a halt. Readiness to strike. So that is where the voice lives in my mouth. There's a bit of a readiness in the nose, but it's very thin and it goes front, front, front. So let's talk about how to prep the vampire voice and the different layers you can put on it. If we're going for a classic vampire voice as modeled by Bela Lugosi, now first of all, it should be noted that the legend of historic Dracula comes from Romania, but Bela Lugosi is Hungarian. His accent as Dracula, it's Hungarian mixed with sort of a more just generalized voice that he does, but. What we're going to go with is we're going to model it after some of the principles of Romanian and then add our own touches to that. So how do we approach that accent? Well, for a lot of Americans, it's much more familiar to do a stylized Italian accent. So we'll start with that. Start with the Italian cadences, especially the syllable of the word with a da 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 da. So we would have da 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 da. If we had the Mr. Ego, Mr. Ego. Now, principle number two is that we will have the trill, like in Italian, the trill. So, Mr. Ego. And then also we have the I turning into an E sound. So instead of Mr., it becomes Mr. Ego. Also, we have the O, aw reversal, or sort of neutralization to something a bit more that sounds like both at the same time. So, body, body. So, go, man, go, go, man, go. We take the T's and D's and we put them especially in the front teeth. He took you down. He took you down. Now, we're going to go into more stereotypical Eastern European stylings with this. So we've started with the Italian. You can go there. Just be sure to add the very typical WV. So workouts, workouts. And typically we would reverse these things. So the W becomes a V, V becomes a W. So very would be very, but I think just for the sake of that wonderful sliding, gliding, serpentine way of doing things, we're going to stay with the V sound because it's got such a wonderful vibration to it. So it'd still be very. Now, another thing with Eastern European accents, and this applies certainly to Romanian, is the a to e phenomenon. So back, bic. The only thing that I've noticed with Romanian is that the word after becomes after rather than ifter. But otherwise, taking that a sound and flattening it to e is a very good principle to live by. The th sound typically would be replaced with a t or a d. So voice th, the would become a d. The th would become a t. You'll notice, however, I'm not putting that in the little notes that float above my head. Why? Because I've understood from feedback from Romanians that in old Romanian accents, the th actually can sometimes be replaced by an s or a z sound. So this, zis. And of course, you know my bias with the vampire. Take it very, very smooth. So we're going to be smooth, and we're going to take that this. However, we are going to take the voiceless th, and we're going to put a t. So strength, strength. Another element of the Eastern European is to put a k at the end of the ing. K, jogging. And finally, the layer to put on top of this is to really relax and enjoy every syllable and stylize every syllable. So everybody. Okay, everyone, it is song time. We're going to take these principles and apply them to the lyrics of the Village People's Macho Man. Everybody wants to be a macho man. To have the kind of body always in demand. Jogging in the mornings, go man, go. Workouts in the health spa, muscles grow. You best believe that he's a macho man. Glad he took you down with everyone you can. You can tell a macho, for he has a funky walk. His western shirts and leather always look so boss. Funky with his body, he's a king. Call him Mr. Ego. Dig his chins. You best believe that he's a macho man. Likes to be the leader. He never dresses grand. Every man ought to be a macho man. To live a life of freedom. Machos take a stand. Have your own lifestyles and ideals. Possess the strength of confidence. That's a skill. You can best believe that he's a macho man. He is a special godson in everybody's land. Macho man. I've got to be a macho man. And that was Macho Man by the Village People. Music courtesy of Kevin MacLeod. Thank you so much, Kevin, for giving this stuff out royalty-free public domain. Is this the vampire accent that is going to rewrite the rules on... No, of course not. But share more about what you've heard with the vampire accent, where you've had success with my videos before, and where they have come up short. And let's figure this thing out together so that more people can do more characters more easily. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you next time.